My name is Yovanna Momplaisir, and I am the founder of Stop the Traffic Global. Stop the Traffic was initiated in order to bring more awareness to the human sex trafficking and organ trade here in this country and globally. It is a more than $1 billion a year industry, and this epidemic is getting nowhere near the amount of media attention it should be getting. It is our duty as citizens of this country to educate and bring awareness on a consistent basis to those out there who aren't really familiar with human sex trafficking.
Over the years, human trafficking has unfortunately become a global multi-billion-dollar enterprise that affects nearly every single country, according to the United Nations. And sex trafficking alone is among the world's fastest growing criminal industries.
While organ trafficking is a form of human trafficking, international initiatives against human trafficking focus more on the sex trade, paying little attention to the trade on organ. Organ brokers, they lure poor, uneducated people into selling their organs with the promise of financial gain and a better future.
Human sex trafficking is a $32 billion a year industry. 4.5 million are those affected have been sexually exploited.
If you can hear me and if you can see me, right now is the time to stop the sex trafficking. The International Labor Organized estimate that are 40.3 million victims out there of trafficking globally. Did you guys hear me?
600 to 800,000 women, children, and men are sold across international borders each year and exploited for commercial sex. When we add trafficking victims into those numbers annually, that number rises to 2 to 4 million victims. Listen, we need your help. Trafficking must stop.
Did you know that the United States, Mexico, and the Philippines were ranked in 2018 as some of the worst places for human sex trafficking? And in the United States, although the numbers aren't official, estimates put human sex trafficking victims in the hundreds of thousands. We gotta do better, y'all.
Our mission statement at Stop the Traffic is to educate victims to be saved. See something, alert, visual details, escape possibilities, don't ignore. We must do something. This has to stop.
Hey, this is the comedian KIANA DANCIE, and yes, you may know me from telling jokes, you may know me from One Crazy Christmas, and you may even know me from Sextuplets on Netflix. Although I bring the funny, today I'm going to talk to you about something that's not funny at all. Sex trafficking is a real issue here in the United States, and quite honestly, all around the world. Young girls and boys are dealing with things they just can't necessarily deal with on their own. Sometimes they leave home thinking they're going to run to a refuge or run to somewhere better, but actually they end up running to something worse. They even run into having to have sex for survival. Listen, I'm going to tell you, it's a real thing. And if you see someone, see a child, see a boy, see a girl dealing with that issue, try to do something about it.
Hi guys, I'm here to discuss the sex trafficking in Georgia. Out of the 50 states in the United States, Georgia ranked number 6 in human trafficking cases that has been reported. It's even more shocking that pimps use minors already in the sex trafficking industry as their bait to recruit other minors. We have to put a stop to sex trafficking. This is a very, very strenuous situation and it's really tearing up our communities. Stop the sex trafficking.
The largest group of at-risk children are thrown away, runaway, and homeless children who use survival sex in order to acquire food, shelter, clothing, and other things needed to survive on America's streets. According to the National Runaway Switchboard, 1.3 million children live on the streets of America each day, 5,000 dying each year.
Children are also vulnerable to kidnappers, pimps, and professional brokers. Some children are sold to traffickers by their families who may or may not have an understanding of what will happen to the child.
For more information on human sex trafficking, you can visit our website at www.stopthetrafficglobal.org. And for more tips and resources, you can also visit our Instagram account at Stop the Traffic Global. And if you or someone that you know is a victim of human trafficking, you can contact the National human sex trafficking hotline at 888-373-7888.